Hi guys, thanks for stopping by and checking out the channel. Of course, by the thumbprint, you know that it's a rig walk around. I've been getting a lot of questions about my rig, so I thought I'd do a walk around. Said I was going to do one when I got it, but I never thought it was finished or it wasn't mine yet. It had a lot of stuff already on it, and I just wanted to get it more progressed in the way that overlanding style and stuff before I released the video. But with all that said, I never thought I would get rid of the TJ. I had it for 10 years and it was good to me. I touched every nut and bolt on it pretty much by the time it was over. But this come along and I love the color. I love the build style of it. If I was going to build one and had a lot of extra money in my pocket, I would have built it a lot like this. So I went ahead and pulled the trigger on it since it already had all the expensive parts on it already. So tell you a little bit about it. It's a 2013 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon. It is commando green. Everybody asks me what the color is, and the reason you don't see very many of this color is because 2013 was the only year for this color. I don't know why they stopped making it in this color. I see this color on newer Jeeps in a different, not Wranglers, but different. But so any JK you see that's this color, it's just know it's a 13. But anyway, being a 13 or 12 or newer is what I was after for the Pentastar motor. But just the stars aligned and everything worked out, so I pulled the trigger and I got it. But I love it so far. Had to sell the TJ. I would like to just put it in the back garage and left it, just use it whenever I wanted, but it's the way things are. So it's got roughly 152,000 miles on it. It's about all I know as far as about the motor. The motor's just bone stock. I recently changed the spark plugs and cool packs, but outside of that, no air filter, no snorkel yet. Of course, that'll be coming because it's just great insurance for all the water crossings we go through to have a snorkel. So that will be probably the next soonest upgrade, and it may be complete for a while after that and see what I need to do. But outside of that, I'm just going to walk you around and show you kind of what is on it right now and what I put on it. But forgive me if I don't know the right name for some of these parts that I did not purchase. So but from what I've seen looking them up, they're very expensive parts, and it was a top-notch build, well, not skimped on parts. So I really appreciate that. But I picked it up for a lot cheaper than I could have built it for. So that said, I'll just do a walk around and we'll jump inside, do a little bit of the inside, what I built out on the inside and the back for my overlanding setup. You can check out another one of my videos for the tent, and that's about it. But let's get started. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with the front end. It has a stubby front bumper. CC's the brand. Don't really know that yet, who the company is, but stinger on front, has the rock lights or the running lights in the bottom. Kind of wish the stinger was a little lower, but hey, that's my only complaint on this whole rig, is the stinger's too big for my style. But it's just the way it is. I'll fix that later. It has a 13,000 pound winch. Unsure of the brand. I haven't really found the brand. All the labels are faded out, but it looks like an old one with synthetic line. But it has remote from inside the cab. Works great. course, it's got a poison spider fair lead, clevises. It's got a 19-inch LED light bar on the front. I don't know the name of the brand of the headlights, but they're the expensive ones, and that's something I would have never put in there because I couldn't afford them. But they are nice. Of course, they've got the ring that dances and changes around, does just about whatever you want from your phone. Of course, you're probably wondering what this switch is. Just like the old TJ, I put the air up, air down, and the plug-in out here. But we'll get to that later. It does have Milestar Patagonia O2s, the new ones, on some ATX series American Racing true beadlocks. I love these wheels, other than cleaning the water out of them because the beadlock holds the water in there. But outside of that, the ring is stainless, which has been painted black. So anytime I get a little scrape or scratch on it, obviously I haven't got the paint can out for that yet, but it's pretty easy to paint them up, make them look good again. It's got poison spider inner fenders. It's got poison spider flat fenders. I want to say these are the 6-inch. Not totally correct on that, but they do hang out quite a bit, which is good for overlanding. I don't like all the mud all over the place. Okay, it has Synergy steering, the 1-ton steering, the heavy duty steering setup. Of course, I go and mark everything. That way I can just kind of walk around and take a quick inventory of all the nuts and bolts. It does have a truss kit on the axle. Pretty sure it's Arctic truss. It's got the gussets on the bracing on the lower control arm mounts. It's got the bracing on the C spindles, so it's built up. It's got aftermarket ball joints. No aftermarket brakes yet. It's got the I think the track bar is rock crawler. Not totally sure. Yeah, here's just another look at the tie rod ends. It's got a new steering stabilizer. They thought that was what was wrong with it, but it actually had a shock that was blown when I bought it. They said it couldn't drive well, and I said I'd take care of that. So I put a new shock on it. Drives just fine. But it's got the aftermarket ball joints. So it has a 3.5-inch rock crawler. I think it's X Factor kit. Not totally sure. But it does have upper adjustable, all adjustable uppers and lowers, control arms. There's just another look. So it had rock crawler, or it had Fox shocks on it when I got it, and as you know, they were worn out, so I changed them over to Bilsteins. I ran Bilsteins on my TJ and loved them. They're just kind of cheap, reliable shock, and it's no different on this JK. I love them. So yeah, there's the rock crawler springs. So I just went back to those. It's got the lengthened braided steel brake lines for flexing. You don't have to worry about pulling them out. There's a good look at the Arctic truss welded on there. What else are we looking at the front here? Of course, I got the rock lights into here. Those are Lux rock lights. They're just magnetic on there. I love those, super bright. What else we got? Kind of drop down into here. It does not have full skid plates. It does have It does have the Adams drive shafts. So the CV joints are there. It does not have the Arctic truss on the back, which is fine. That's all fine. So same thing in the front. Got the Adams drive shaft in the front. I just threw some cheap lights up here on top. Those are, I don't even know the brand, about 40 bucks a piece. I have the jack. It's old school. I just kind of put it back up there. Probably never will use it because the way these things flex, they're almost impossible to use a high lift on. It's got the Venture Recon sticker. Of course, got these. Everybody keeps asking if these are can crunchers, but they are. It's a step to get up to the top. Got the matching Poison Spider rear fenders. Do not have the inner fender, so I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. It's not a big deal to me. Of course, the Milestar Patagonias. I have the Maxxis 3 ladder, and I have the Maxxis 3 mounts, low profile mounts. You see those very well. But those are the Maxxis low profile mounts, and that is a Rhino rack bolted to them. Low profile is what I was after. Try to stay as low as I could. Of course, I've got some little leveling tracks up there for when I camp. Got a little bit of fuel up there. Mounted some chase lights, just for as many trail rides as I lead and stuff. I put running lights on the front, and I put chase lights on the back. Went with some red chase lights on the back. Of course, got some stickers from all the build. And then, of course, went with my signature topographic pinstriping, just free-handed. Did a little bit down here as well. It's got, of course, Poison Spider side armor. It's got the 4-inch flat tail lights with the 2-inch backup light. I got my homemade propane bottle holder. I try to build as much stuff as I can. I like the DIY stuff coming from the TJ. You probably know that already. Have the license plate mounted in the inside of the tire. Got the Ace rear bumper. I about crapped myself when I found out how much the bumper was. That's just kind of a testament of the good parts that are on this rig. Got the backup lights, of course. I did throw I cut the old big huge muffler off and put a Flowmaster on, so it sounds a little deeper. Of course, got the braided lines for the brake lines, track bar. Back to just marking everything. It's just satisfying to look under here and see everything hadn't moved. One upgrade I did do that is almost a must is I put a heavy duty sway bar on the rear, which is from Rubicon Express, but it's adjustable. It's got two, if I can get to it, it's got two holes up there so you can adjust. It come with 3, but I wound up cutting one off. Of course, you see some new bump stops. The old bump stops were just rotted out in factory. They just been overused. I did put 4.5 inch Clayton off-road springs to help with the load as you'll see in the back with the tent on and some of the other things that I've put on. It's just packing a lot of weight. This is another little custom thing I've done. They don't make these for the JKs, the side window mount. So I found a good spot and just kind of bent and built and braced. You'll see some bracing back there. It's pretty solid, it ain't going nowhere. Then just stuffed it in tight there, but almost forgot, got the shovel mounted in the back. Got a little I think it's a 4-foot awning, 4x8 foot awning that comes straight off the back while I'm cooking. Just provides shelter for the rear. No topographical pinstriping over here. Kind of ghosted in some decals on the window. Outside of that, this side's kind of plain. It's got some stickers. Added this little thing. It looks like a JL or TJ or JT. Sorry. Put a I want to say Rugged Ridge. Man, don't get me. Picked it up at Rito this year because I was having trouble with my radio, but this thing works great. Can't say enough about it. I had the little ghost antenna, but it just wasn't cutting it anymore because it's mounted low. If I moved it up to the top, it would probably pick up well, but since the tent and everything, I guess, is up there, it's just what it is. So you're probably wondering what's in the let me open it. So I keep all my recovery gear, all my toe straps and my soft shackles and stuff in here. Easy to get to. Just keep that all up in there. Never have to worry about it. I had that box from all my pack out and my TJ just sitting in the garage, so I thought, man, I can mount that. So I had built some mounts. Now look at the Bilstein shocks. Got the little blinker up there. That's about all I can think of for the outside. Let's step inside. So it's pretty stock on the inside. It does have leather, heated seats, all the goodies. The grab handles. I got my switches for all my lights, backup lights, rock lights, that front LED, chase lights and marker lights up top. That's what I keep there. Jump in and see what else I got. So my Gaia is up here. Don't use my rear view anyway. Ain't nothing I can see back there. So yeah, this is Gaia. It's got all my maps on it and stuff. So where are they at? There they are. There's the Ozarks. That's where I like to play. So I just have the cheap iPad mini, so it does not have cellular, so I have to run it off of the GPS dual, I think. Gives me my signal. So, but works fine. Of course, I got my course, I got my tilt and my leans for when I park to camp. Kind of get everything leveled up. Phone charger. That's about it. Of course, I do have a super chip. Has all my gauges, transmission temp, oil temp, or not oil temp, but motor temp. It's got all the gauges that you don't normally have on a JK. So that's what I do. I do really like that, especially out on the trail, letting you know if you're getting hot or something's not right, other than just a check engine light coming on for a minute or so and going off. But I like it. It's got different features on it. It's probably one of the best mods I put on this so far. As you can see here, yeah, it's 174 engine temp. Of course, it's in park. It's going 0 miles an hour, RPMs, voltage, all the good stuff. But it does have the off-road mode, so I can turn my sway bar off or run my front locker, run my rear locker, my TPMS sensors, shut that off. That's good to have too. So usually when I'm on the trails, I'm on this screen, and then when I'm just running everyday driving back to work, of course it's got all kinds of features. But yeah, I love it so far. Love that thing. Just got some pouches over here. Just keep headlamps. Just keep my headlamps and my rain jacket and whatever else I need. Just keep those in those packs right there. Of course, got Garmin inReach. Got some walkie-talkies. I got one there. Got another one over here that I grab when I'm going out to spot somebody. And of course, got the Did You Die sticker on the dash for all my co-pilots that get scared. All right, let's jump to the back. Maybe the back seat first, I guess. But nothing special back here, of course. Just leathered up. Throw my shoes down here. This is my air up, air down, my 4-tire setup. Got some tools, got a sleeping bag, got a jacket. Kind of got a little bit of storage back here. It's got some cubbies. I got red lights on the inside I can turn on. Stuck a rock light in here. So if I'm off-roading at night, I can run lights inside. Walk around to this side. So I've got the fire pit, got the power bank. I think it's the 500. Runs my fridge, sleeping bag. This is just a trail kit, just a trail repair kit. I got extra stuff in there, just kind of tools that you would normally take in case you break something on the trail or somebody else does. So this is the rear drawer setup I have. got the table. Of course, the table pulls out, and I can still open this, and there's a cubby down there. Got a camp chair, table, my fridge, just some water in there right now. But this fridge, I love it. It is a Explorer Bear. You see that? Explorer Bear brand. It's about $3.50, I think, right now on Amazon. But it's a 45 liter. Love it. Works great. Really low energy use. For that price is really, really good. Of course, got the fire extinguisher, first aid kit, paper towels. Got some of these poles, extended poles. I got the one in the back. It's for when I pull out my camping stuff. This is just kind of a little bit of everything in here. Kind of a catch-all. I do like these little snaps. Here's some more cooking stuff. I don't take a lot. A lot of people like to bring their whole kitchen, but we usually our group usually plans to cook together, so it's kind of a, you bring a little bit, I'll bring a little bit, and we'll make do with what we got. Some more cooking. Gloves, of course, the front runner. Got the pan. Got the two top one. Of course, got my toilet in there. Some other miscellaneous stuff. Snaps keep the rattles down, of course. And then this one, just if you want to grill, or if you want to make a sandwich. Of course, this is where that third leg goes. I put it under here, keeps the weight off. But anyway, Coleman grill with some little clips here. So usually when I pull it out, it's just for sandwiches or whatever. Pull it out, make a sandwich, drink, whatever on the trail. My propane's right here, so I can just run it down here to the grill. Of course, got another snap for noise. Hammock. Nothing on top. Can't think of really anything else. I have the LED light across the back. It lights up the whole place when you're cooking. So no need to race to camp. Get there before dark. Just got the cheap Ace shovel for fires. Got the axe mounted on the back. I guess that's about it. Just a cheap, I don't know, $100 awning that comes out. It covers me. Had to build some little custom mounts that mount that box in there. So, a little backstory. This box is a DIY box that somebody built. I bought it off a guy and kind of totally redone it. It was all made out of wood with a wood finish, and I really wasn't fond of that. So I rhino lined the whole thing, painted it army green color. Just looks a lot better. Threw one of my stickers on there. But outside of that, it is kind of some guy built it and didn't use it, and for what I seen in the price, I was like, I can't build it for that. So would there be some things I would change? Yeah, I would probably switch those drawers to on top of the fridge. It's kind of hard to get to, but I'm under 6 foot, but I can still get up in there and see what I'm grabbing. So no real big deal there. Hopefully this wind's not causing you guys trouble. I was trying to find a non-windy place, but that's kind of hard to do. I don't have an external mic, so that may be the end of the video anyway. Let's do a little brake light in there. This is for a flag, if you want to run a flag. Added a power, added another power source straight from the battery so I could have a 100% hot, and that goes to my, actually goes to my tablet so it stays hot all the time. Not really a big user. So everybody's probably asking, where is my GMRS radio? It is in here, and when I plug it here, and whoops, plug it there. So that's how I usually run my radio. And yes, Midland, I would like a new cord for my handheld. I'd be gracious, but works just fine as it is. No problems. So where there are no problems, I don't make problems. Powered off. It's got a double. So these are my controllers to my winch. I have 2 of them. Cordless, of course. So that helps. Got a GoPro mount up there. I stick my GoPro when I'm making videos. Just pop it up there if I need to do some talking, but outside of that, that's it. Please put in the comments any other questions you want to know, but I guess we'll look under the hood before we shut everything down. Automatic hinges, I love those. I added those too. Super cheap. Well worth your money. Of course, I have the switch here, and there's the just a little 40p compressor from Viair. So what I did was I made this bracket. I mean, it barely fits under there without touching. Well, it looks like it does touch the hood. Looks like it does touch just a little bit, but no problems. Been running it for a while now. No issues at all. It does have a yellow top battery, and I guess that's about all. The just a yellow top battery and the air compressor is all that's been done under the hood. Throwing some new coil packs and spark plugs on there, but outside of that, that's it. Guess I'll go ahead and end this. All right, guys, I appreciate you all watching this video. If you have any other questions about the JKU, just put them in the comments. I tried to answer everything I knew that was done to this rig, but there's probably something I missed, obviously. So it's had a lot done to it, but I really appreciate the guy that built it before, or the woman that built it, whatever the case may be. I haven't found a way to contact them yet to see just some more info on the rig, but I've owned it 7 months now, so I mean, I love it so far. I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for checking out the video. If you want to check out any of our other videos, just see what's out there. We've got a lot of wheeling videos that we camping trips we go on. So I'm gonna try to get some of the other guys to do walkarounds on their rigs. Maybe me doing them, maybe them doing them, but I promised y'all guys I would do some walkarounds, and haven't done it yet, so I apologize for that. But here's my rig. Thanks for watching, guys. See you on the next video.